Hello everybody, welcome to Philbert Flies. I'm glad the music got such a good reception. This is what comes up if you search for Swiss Alps on Epidemic Sound. And yeah, I enjoyed it as well. It's a song for those of you who are interested called Oh Sally. I don't know if it's a traditional Swiss folk tune or if it's something written by the band, but it's by a group called Trabant 33. Who come up quite a lot when you're searching for particular nationalities of music. Anyway, a very warm welcome to those of you who are here early / on time. Jenny, hello. Demetris, Jeff, Boy, Boss, welcome. Jamie, Steve, who else is here? Randolph, nice to see you. Elliot, Melon Thingy, Cerebellum, Marcus, Chris, Caffel, Matthew, and I think that's everyone. Yes, I think that is everyone. A very warm welcome. So yeah, we're doing something a little bit different today, taking advantage of, you know, the ability to take this beautiful little CJ4 pretty much wherever you like, by taking off from Oxford, where we ended up last time. Some of you will have been there for the trip up here from Bastia, which was a lot of fun. And today we're going to Samedan, which I'm told is how it's pronounced. I used to say Samedan, but I've heard this third hand, but this is how Luca, who is Swiss, pronounced it apparently, so that's what I'm going to endeavour to say, but I may well get it wrong. Absolutely not, Matthew. You're very, very welcome to fly along. Very welcome to fly along. Ribbon, hello, Ryan and Craig and Muna and Julia, Jacob brother. Welcome to all of you. So let's get on board and we'll make a start on setting up. So we'll come down first of all to these switches here and get some power going. So battery on, emergency light switch armed, standby flight display switch should be on, and now it is. Avionics switch should be set to dispatch. There it is. Parking brake is set, wheel chocks are not there where they don't exist, cabin doors closed, and we'll get on with setting up the FMC, CDU, whatever you want to call it. This is the working title CJ4, yes. Samedan, I don't believe it's Samedan. Is it? Is it? Right, once we're in the air, I'm going to Google this and find a proper pronunciation. No country, no language in the world would pronounce it Samedan except English, I'm sure. Right. So we'll start off by going to pos init. We'll put in our GPS position. We've got no flight plan showing, which is as we would expect it to be. So we'll go to the index and we'll import it from SimBrief via the root menu. Flight plan recall SimBrief. Yeah, this is I know you want to fly too, Kami. You can no longer fly an MSFS because somehow you've lost nose wheel steering. No! What, in all the planes? I think it's just bound to the rudder, isn't it? If you've got rudder, you should have nose wheel steering. I can't imagine what that's about. That's really odd. So we're going to go to our departure and arrival page now. And we do want to be taking off from runway 19. No SIDS here, it's a tiny airport. So we're basically going to fly more or less straight ahead to our first waypoint, which is, I think, Compton. Yep, the Compton VOR. So that's nice. The legs page should have no discontinuities in it. Runway 19 to Compton, and then Norrie, Goxall, etc. via Airway Lima 9. And from Pelad, we're probably going to do the RMP assisted visual approach to runway 03. That's the plan. What is a visual approach with RMP guidance? How does that differ from an RMP approach? I'm not entirely sure, but I think it's probably something to do with the high minima. You've got to, you've got to be able to see the runway from further out. Please don't fly from Heathrow in an A350, Kami. You can't get an A350 into Samedan. Samedan? Really? Okay. Well, I stand corrected. I stand corrected. Okay. So, now we've done that, we'll go over to our performance page. We'll go over to the perf init. We are initially climbing to flight level 230, but we're going to go up way beyond that to 400 after we pass over the English Channel, if I remember rightly. I'll have a proper look at my flight plan soon. So, takeoff page. We're going to put in the latest meta for EGTK, which is winds 110 at 9er. Temperature of 24 degrees. 24 degrees in Oxford. Who'd have thought it? QNH is 1014. That's that done. Anti-ice is going to be off. V1 rotate and V2 look good to me. We are below our maximum takeoff weight. So we'll press send, and that will send them to our PFD when we power that up. We're going to play the takeoff briefing. New bunch of passengers today, so we'll play the long version.
Have your attention, please. Welcome aboard the Citation CJ4.
There are no wipers in this aircraft. No, correct.
Your flight crew will make every effort.
I'm sorry to hear that, Elliot.
Pleasant one. At this time, please refer to the passenger briefing card located near your seat for important safety-related information. Smoking is prohibited aboard this aircraft while the no smoking lights are illuminated and prohibited in the lavatory at all times. Aviation regulations.
You have 27. Summer begins with a good start. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Well, it must be 24 at least in London. It's really hot in my room today, and I'm quite looking forward to going and sitting in the garden once this is over.
Please ensure that your lap belt and shoulder harness are fastened and all portable electronic devices are turned off. Tables, luggage, and loose
right.
articles
So while that's
must be
playing,
stowed
what else do we need to do?
Seats must be in the upright and
Nothing really.
upward
Nothing
position,
until that's
and your
done.
headrest extended
I
for
feel like I
instructions
should have gone to another
located near
page
your
down
seat.
here. Every time I leave this
Fasten your lap
aircraft, I
belt.
forget what I'm
Place the
doing.
flat metal
Let's
pin
just check the VNAV setup. That should be fine. Target speed of 64.64/240 during the climb. That's correct. Transition altitude is incorrect. That should be 6,000. Don't know why it thinks it's 6,200. That would be a very unusual one. Finally got MSS. You're doing a flight from Cape Town to Kruger Animal Park. Oh, nice, Jacob. Enjoy.
Please keep your lap belt securely fastened about you at all times while in your seat.
Yes, indeed, Ruben. Enough. Enough.
Oxygen masks will
Good afternoon, Samsonite. How are you?
locate the nearest mask, pull the mask down to the full length of the tubing.
Just clear this
and place
caution.
it
That's
over
nothing
your
we
nose
wouldn't
and
expect at this stage of flight.
Adjust.
You flying with this ribbon? Can't see anyone about at the moment, but you are, of course, very welcome, as is everyone.
Emergency exit is located at the right side.
How are you,
of the
Sam
gas
Snow?
cabin.
Oh, I did ask you that already. Yeah, I'm very well, thank
Remove
you.
the plastic
Yeah,
panel covering the
yeah,
release.
quite hot, quite hot, but ready for a good little flight,
Pull the top
and then
of
some
the
sunbathing in the
emergency
garden.
exit inward, lifting the base out
Hello,
of the
Mark.
opening
Welcome to the
and
stream.
into the cabin.
Ah, no
Discard the
worries, no
emergency
worries.
exit overboard. Exit the cabin by stepping
Right, I
through the
think
opening
while that's
onto the
playing,
wing
we can
and
probably
continue
complete our
forward
before
off
start
the
checklist. So we'll turn on the seatbelt sign and the safety light.
May I have your attention,
The
please?
climate control selector
At this
should be
time,
off.
Please comply with the illuminated seatbelt and no smoking signs. Thank you.
Which it is. Oh, thank you, Jamie. Thanks for the message. You have a safe flight too, wherever you're off to. There's UK Virtual 663. FMS has been checked and set. Climate control selector's off. So we'll check that the throttles are idle, which they are. We'll turn on the nav light, and we will start engine 1 first for a little bit of variety. And it's ever so easy on this plane. Just push those 2 buttons and away you go. Aviation 09, welcome, welcome. Southampton to Manchester in the Dash 8 still, Jamie? Still enjoying that one? And Svati, hello to you, welcome. Samedan is in Switzerland, Jacob. It's in the Swiss Alps, so it's a really beautiful approach, and I've installed the freeware mesh from Troglodyte on flightsim.to, which is linked to down below, as well as Sergio Del Rosso's fantastic freeware Samedan scenery. And yeah, I'm very excited about it. It's going to be a slightly tricky approach compared with what I'm used to, but it's a beautiful part of the world and a fantastic airport. So that's engine 1 online. We'll start engine 2 now. Been a little bit naughty. We should have, of course, turned the beacon light on before starting the engines, but there's no one here, so it's fine. Ben made you addicted, yeah, I'm sure. Max, hello. You're melting. Yeah, it is absolutely baking, isn't it, today? But welcome to the stream. I hope that a little bit of virtual Swiss mountain air will cool you down. You never know. Stranger things have happened. When am I going to be doing the Philippines Airlines A320 flight? I have no plans to do a Philippine Airlines A320 flight, at least until there's decent scenery for some airports in the Philippines. But then I will. It is an interesting approach, isn't it? So there is a standard visual. I've actually found a briefing document on how to arrive at the airport, which I'll actually post a link to because it's quite interesting. There's a lot to it. And Ben was talking to me last night about Luca, who's one of his followers on Twitch. He lives in Samedan and he controls it as well on VATSIM quite often. But I stopped short of asking him to jump on and provide control for our flight because it feels a little bit intrusive and a bit cheeky, and he may well have better things to do. But yeah, there are pages and pages and pages about how you arrive. There's no radar coverage from the ATC at that airport, so essentially you're talking to a radio operator rather than an air traffic controller. I don't know what they call them in Switzerland. I can't remember what they call them in the UK either. Is it FISOs? No, I think they're the ones who control low-level airspace. Possibly just radio operator. I'm not sure. Anyway, it's very exciting. It's very exciting, and we'll see how it goes. So this airport featured in my first Freeware Focus, and I've flown there once, which is ridiculous because I love it and I should be flying there more. So anyway, climate control selector to normal, avionics to on. Now that we are all booted up, you can see that our V-speeds have correctly imported. So that's all pretty good. We'll do the before taxi checklist now. Avionics switch on. Climate control selector to normal. Passenger safety lights button is on. Might go and sit in the fridge for a bit. Yeah, I wouldn't blame you. Hello, Matt. Welcome. First, thread the needle through the mountains with the RMP approach, then an offset visual. Exactly. Nushan Bao, welcome to the stream. Nice to have you back. Singapore to Bali. Is that where you're off to? Nice. What's my favourite scenery pack? Ooh, my favourite payware airport is either Fly Tampa Las Vegas or Aerosoft's Cologne Bonn. My favourite freeware airport might actually be this one we're flying to today, or it might be by Sergio de Rosso also, Utqiagvik, Wiley Post, Will Rogers Memorial Airport in Alaska. I think that's absolutely fantastic as well. Did I see that Orbex has released a freeware Taipei landmarks? No, I didn't. I have to have a look at that. And Toadie, good afternoon, or good morning to you, or what time is it there? Probably good night to you, or good evening. Whatever, welcome to the stream. Yeah, it's on my maybe list, but it's there until we have scenery, because I only fly to and from proper looking airports rather than autogen ones. And of course, in addition to the all at a high altitude, indeed. Yeah, it could all go horribly wrong. It's a possibility. Right, we're going to cycle the autopilot.
Autopilot.
And we're going to disengage the yaw damper because that doesn't automatically disengage. Now we're going to set our trim to somewhere in that green band. And I seem to remember towards the top is a good bet for a lightly loaded flight. Morris has just turned up to help with the prep, which is not ideal. You're on the tarmac next to me. Awesome. Awesome. Why don't I see you? Ah, is this you in what appears to be a CRJ but probably isn't? You're going to fly me in your... No comment, Castle. No comment at all. I'm just going to grit my teeth. Yeah, exactly. I don't think we'll hit a mountain. I'm fairly confident we won't hit a mountain anyway. First Officer Morris reporting for duty, yes. Unfortunately, yes. We've checked our trims. Flight controls are free and correct. Speed back and ground spoilers are retracted. Just going to cycle them, make sure my controls are working. Flaps, we'll set flaps 15. There it is. Hydraulic pressure, everything's in the green. Engine only anti-ice. Nah, we don't need any anti-ice. I hope. Certainly shouldn't do. But you know what Microsoft Flight Simulator's like. Altimeter, we haven't done, have we? We haven't set it, we haven't checked it. Nightmare. There it is, 1014 hectopascals. Pressurization is fine. Sure it's fine, because it's not simulated. Who was this? Lesser277, thank you for the sub. Welcome to the channel. ICAS is fine. Aft divider doors are probably latched open. So we are ready to taxi. Are we tuned to 122.8? Let's check that. No, we are not. 122.8 for Unicom. Have a quick look at the chart, see where we are, see where we're going. So we're taking off from runway 19. I don't think we'll even... Well, we won't need to backtrack. We'll just taxi there via Bravo and Charlie, I guess. So we'll turn our taxi light on. Morris, you really are going to have to go. You're being very friendly, but I can't fly with you on my lap. I'd forgotten the DHL livery. Yeah, they always come up as CRJs for me for some reason. Not that I'm aware of, Aviation 09. You could take a CRJ in there. Yeah, you can get an A320 in there, it's true. It's true. Hello, Scott, welcome. And congrats on your freedom of the City of London. I'd love to know more about that. You may have posted more about it, I don't know. Joe B, thank you for the sub. Welcome to the stream, assuming you're here. Right, what are we doing? What are we doing? I'm not with it yet. Right, exterior lights. We've got the taxi light and the beacon light on. Parking brakes will release. Right, we'll just tell everyone what we're up to. Oxford traffic, Citation Golf Foxtrot Lima Bravo Tango, taxiing to holding point Charlie 1, runway 19 via Bravo and Charlie. Okay, so let's taxi around to the right here, I guess. Full right rudder should be easy enough. Maybe I should, Ribbon. Yeah, I haven't tried that new model matching. Because mine generally, for most purposes, works alright. And I just hate tweaking and fiddling. I just can't be bothered with it anymore. You fly right over Oxford. Oh, cool. Yeah, we'll try it. Hopefully we'll see you without hitting you. What are they spamming you messages about? Hello, Kuba. Welcome to the stream. Every time I see a helicopter, I assume it must be Marcus, but I think this is just a static, to be honest. While we're taxiing, we'll set our cruising altitude here, I think. Flight level 260.
Oxford traffic, Golf Charlie Hotel Juliet Foxtrot Citation, taxiing to runway 19 via Bravo Charlie, holding short Charlie 1 behind the Citation Bravo Tango. Oxford.
Nice. Glad you made it, Matthew. Couldn't remember your name there. Sorry, I do a lot of that. Do you know I've got one of the Pad Pilot PPL manuals? It is very good. What are they saying in their messages? Just install that model matching over my existing one and make it priority number 1. Oh, do you think? All right, maybe I will give it a whirl. Maybe I will give it a whirl. Here's Matthew. Excellent, Cuba. I look forward to it. Good afternoon, Ian. How are you? Right, what else do we need to do before takeoff? We'll turn on the pitot heat, obviously, and then we'll do our checks at the holding point. I'm using Streamlabs OBS playing videos. We did the same and it works pretty fun. 1 or 2 error messages. Okay, that's good. This is the one that I put in my Discord on the VATSIM model matching guide channel, is it? I wonder if they do say Oxford traffic here or if they still say Kidlington traffic. Probably not something to spend too much time thinking about, but I'm curious. Do I prefer OBS Studio to recording videos? How do you mean, Cuba? Do you mean do I prefer streaming to recording videos? If that's the question, then yes, very much so. That's crazy, Matt. That is crazy. Just got home, been for a walk around the park. Oh, how nice. How nice. It's baking, isn't it? Yeah. I'm keen to do this flight, but then I'm also keen to go in the garden afterwards. So possibly no replay today. We'll see. Right, let's go through our before takeoff stuff. We'll check our TCAS first off. Is that set to TARA? It should be. Yes, it is. Go back to the legs page. Ooh, why don't we have altitudes in there? Got a feeling I've forgotten something. Maybe not. Maybe it's just because there aren't any constraints. It should climb alright anyway, I think. Okay, we'll hope so anyway. Crew briefing is complete, trims are set, flaps are set, seats are okay, upright and outboard. Ice protection system we don't need. We'll turn on the pitot static heat now. We will line up on the runway, then we'll push the GA button and we should be good to go. So, landing lights on, which automatically turns the taxi lights off. Strobe lights on. Oxford traffic citation, Golf Foxtrot Lima Bravo Tango. Line up and take off runway 19, departure to the south. Oh, my sim's just frozen. Oh, it's back, that was worrying. But only briefly. Yeah, I think you must be right, Matthew. I don't think I've ever done a departure in it with no constraints. I'm good, Mossy. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Milos, no worries. Good luck with your work. You need your calves to match your shins, yeah. Okay. You see us, Jamie, do you? That's awesome. Let's do this. Just check the levers. Yep. Okay. Take off. Thrust levers all the way forward. Try not to come off the runway due to my incompetence with my... Oh, Toga, thank you. Ooh, I've got full right rudder and we're still going left. That's worrying. Positive rate, gear up. Get that nose down. Flaps up. I said flaps up. And we'll begin a turn round to the left. Switch to nav mode and FLC mode. Set the speed to 240. And engage the autopilot. Just sync the heading a moment, just in case it doesn't intercept the nav route, but it is, I think. LNAV is a goer. And let's see if we can catch Matthew's takeoff. No, because this plane's too fast. So we're climbing very nicely indeed. Is that 6,000 feet a minute? Yeah, this plane's amazing, isn't it? Really is. Okay, so we're passing the transition altitude, set standard pressure. We can turn our... just increase the range a little. Yeah, it's weird, this plane, in terms of yawing on the runway. As you say, Cerebellum, once it starts, you just can't control it. You should be on the left at flight level 180, Jamie. Oh, let's see if we can see you. Nah. I wonder if you'll appear on my TCAS. Let's give it a bit more range. Right, passing 10,000 feet, we'll turn our landing lights off. And we can turn the seatbelt sign off. And the safety light as well. Casual 5,000 feet minute climb, exactly. It is. Chris Schinker, thank you very much for the sub. Welcome to the channel. And Santa Cruz Photography, welcome to you as well. I missed your sub. Joe B, can't remember if I welcomed you. Yes, I did welcome you, I think. Anyway, welcome once again. No, I'm not, am I? Oh, I am, you're right. Good spot, Cerebellum. Your first waypoint was my second. Ah, right. So which one are we talking about here? Goxel, right? No, Norrie. I'll do my best not to. I'll do my best not to. Sync the heading. I wonder if we can see Matthew. Not at the moment. Little bit of a wing view during the climb for you. Right, after takeoff climb checklist, landing gears up. We'll do it from the cabin, it's fine, totally fine. Throttles in climb, see, this is why you read your after takeoff climb checklist before you hit 10,000 feet or above. Passenger lights button is required, landing lights button is off, altimeter set and cross check. Brilliant! You think you're somewhere below my left wing? Okay, let's have a look. Now, is my TCAS on? Because it's never worked before, I haven't actually ever bothered with it. I think I probably have to push the traffic button. Yeah, I hadn't pushed the traffic button. We probably need to reduce the range for it to work as well. No, I don't have any TCAS pings on there. Beautiful day for flying, eh? Right, should we have a little look at the route? Right, I'll just switch to world map, then you can see what's going on a bit better. So this was our departure, no SID, pretty much straight down. Now we're heading east. So we'll be passing over the south of London, near Croydon, such salubrious places as Croydon. Near Biggin Hill, we'll try and remember to have a look out for Biggin Hill Airport. And then down over Kent, out in between Dover and Deal, and then making land again at Coxide, somewhere in Belgium. And then heading southeast, overhead Luxembourg, cutting the corner of northeastern France here, and then into Switzerland. So we'll be flying very close to Zurich. We should see Lake Zurich on our left, and then heading south towards the Alps. Well, and into and over the Alps as well. I'll just sort out my speed a little bit. As we're approaching cruising altitude, obviously I'll need to keep an eye on the throttles here. Yeah, we're not there yet. So I was going to show you the approach, which is plotted on the map. So this is what the visual approach with RNP guidance looks like. We start here at Pelad, and we can do a hold at Pelad, get ourselves set up. I think we might do that. Well, we'll either do that or we will cut this leg out and go direct to this waypoint here. We'll see how we feel when we get there, and then basically follow the valley down for a runway 3 arrival. So that's how that is going to work, hopefully. You think it only works when the PFD MFD mode is set to PPOS, but it is. I'm on PPOS. Good, I'm glad I'm on your TCAS, that's something. Gonna fly over your house. Where's your house again, Scott? Back shortly, just going to grab some lunch while the babies have... Yeah, fair enough, Ian, enjoy. I think the norm setting restricts the altitude above and below to a similar range. See, so that's where we'd change it if we wanted to, but I guess norm will do for our purposes at the moment. Just going to bring the throttles back to stop us from overspeeding. Oh, I've put traffic mode on the PFD only. Okay. Right. But down here, the TCAS option seems to be greyed out. Talk me through how I put TCAS on here, Ribbon. Ah, Bromley. Okay, yeah. We'll have to look out for Bromley. Hello, Fizzy. Traffic. Where is the traffic button for this MFD though? Am I just missing it? I could just be missing it. Because this one is obviously for the left MFD / PFD. But I don't see the one for this one. Okay, everyone's saying... Okay, I must just be missing the button. Terrain weather. Ah, traffic. There it is. Thank you. Ah, yes. Ah, yes. We got 3 aircraft around us. One gaining on us here. One over here. I would guess this one's Matthew. You know, sometimes you just can't see for looking. Thank you very much. Landed at Kruger now. So nice. What are you flying, Jacob? There's the traffic. Can we actually see them IRL though? Interesting views of London anyway, regardless of the traffic. Here's Heathrow Airport down here. This is the River Thames, obviously. So the centre of London's here. You can see all of the bridges. I don't know if we can see any landmarks from this altitude. Probably not. Maybe if we really zoom in. Yeah, there's a few buildings down there. It does look horrible doing this zoomed in. But there's the Shard. What else can we see? Not a lot I can recognise from this altitude, to be honest. But various skyscrapers in the city of London here. Should be able to see the London Eye somewhere around here. Yeah, I'm going to zoom out because it looks horrible. Here's London City Airport and Canary Wharf. There's the O2 or the Millennium Dome. Nice little route this, and you can see all the way out to the estuary out there, which is cool. Yeah, exactly, Scott. On iVal you can see traffic that is no further than 40 nautical miles. Sounds fairly realistic to me. I'm not entirely sure. You can see my house. Yeah. You need to be in a Canberra to see downtown London. Or a helicopter. Beechcraft, nice, nice. Yeah, we are all a little close, but there's a big altitude gap. So that's the main thing. So we're approaching Biggin now, so we should be able to see Bromley, I guess. I guess this is maybe Bromley down here, is it? Scott? It's not, unfortunately, shown on the Navigraph maps. Anyway, glorious, glorious views. Just keep an eye on my speed. Yeah, speed's good, speed's good. Can keep admiring London for now. And I'm just going to check where we're going to climb. Ah, after Biggin, in fact. So after Biggin, we'll go all the way up to flight level 410. There we are, flight level 410. We'll go back into a flight level change mode. Wind the speed down to max 64, I think. Let me just double check that. Thrust levers back up to the climb detent. VNAV setup. Yeah. Mac 0.6.64. Oh yeah, that is what I said. Well done me. Nailing it again. More by luck than judgment. What should you fly after Madagascar? I don't know. London's... Yeah, that's a good route. London City to Dublin's a great route. Surrounded by greenery mostly. Okay. Well, anyway, Bromley was somewhere down there and it looked very nice. Look at this. Kent and Essex have never looked so good. Parache, don't you worry. Welcome to the stream. You looked up and saw a rocket shoot past with a plane. Yeah. The most scenic flight I can think of. Wow, that's a big ask. I tell you what, Marcus's tour is right up there around Stuttgart. That was really nice. I've done some beautiful flying in South America around the Andes. That's very nice too. And the Alps are great as well, where we're flying to now. You could even start at Samedan and go for a little tour to some of the local airports. That might be nice. Alberto, welcome to the stream. No controllers online at all, or there weren't last time I looked anyway. I'll have another quick check. No, unfortunately not. So Matthew's at flight level 340-ish. I'm climbing to flight level 400, but there's a bit of a gap between us. That's good. Yeah, it is a bad time for a VATSIM flight, but I don't mind the odd one with no control. Sometimes it's nice to just enjoy the peace and quiet. Local would be a great place to start, yeah, good shout. Yesterday was such a dramatic... You were lying on your bed, first sleep with 10% battery, woke up just in time for the landings. Yeah, did you catch the landing though, Demetrius? I can't remember now. Well, I was saying what, sorry? So hunting 30 seconds while I was saying played you in. Can't remember saying played you in. Austin, don't you worry, don't you worry. You obviously needed your sleep. Samedan and Samedan Innsbruck's a great route. I'm tempted to fly that myself in the Piper at some point, actually. So I sort of get the sense today that some of you are probably wondering what you can do to support this channel. I don't know if I'm right or not, but just in case I am, I'm going to tell you. So the first thing you can do is click the subscribe button, click the thumbs up button, turn on the notifications bell, and come back and watch more of my streams and videos. That would be great. If you want to do even more than that, then you can get your credit cards out, only if you want to, absolutely no pressure, and make a donation either via the super chat or via streamlabs.com/philbertflies. And those of you who want to get the very, very best Filbert Flies experience, you need to join Club Filbert, which is my YouTube membership program. Now what you get for that is you get exclusive custom emojis, exclusive members only badges to use on the chat and in the comments on YouTube. You also get access to my exclusive private Club Filbert members only Discord channels. And if you want to go the extra, so that's what you get for bronze. There are two tiers, bronze and silver. That's what you get for bronze. That's £1.99 a month, absolute bargain, open to everyone. And then for £5.99 a month, you can sign up to Club Filbert Silver, which in addition gives you a monthly private members only group flight / live stream. So once a month we pick a flight and we all go flying together and chat in the voice channel on Discord. And it's a lot of fun. So those are your options for supporting the channel, those of you who were wondering. Samedan is a beautiful place, I know. I don't know why I don't go there more. We started Amsterdam to LAX in 7... That is kind of the opposite of what you were thinking of doing, Jacob. Exactly, yeah. Bit of valley flying. Oh, you did, Jen. I had to do it myself, but that's all right. Bradley, hello, welcome. Sorry I can't make your podcast on Thursday. But yeah, as I said, the following Thursday or another time, I'll definitely do it. Yeah, there are. I mean, Samedan's just one example. It's not really a GA airfield, but yeah, there's loads of good scenery for the airfields around there. You invent new English words. But what does it mean, Demetrius? Plage. So, goodbye England. We'll be back before long, no doubt. So over to our right we have Dover. This is Dover Harbour down here, where you can get a boat from to Calais or Dunkirk, amongst other places, perhaps. And we're a little bit too high to really appreciate them, but these are the white cliffs of Dover, as in there'll be bluebirds over, and that sort of thing. Oh, plug! Plug it in, yeah. St. Johann, does it have a night? Is that the one that Gaia did as well? Flyby dropping during a business afternoon. Hello, Willie. Welcome, welcome. I'm glad you could make it. How's business going? / take the Eurostar from St. Pancras. Indeed. Yeah, you would have to be. If you're going to Paris, you'd be mad not to take the Eurostar, really. Plague and plug is plage, yeah. It's so nice to have a clear day, isn't it? It's a nice change from looking at clouds. Don't get me wrong, I like looking at clouds as well. Bolzano has good freeway, it does, yeah. And what's the one up the road from there, up the valley? Can't remember, but there's a little grass strip which is absolutely beautiful. It's only about 10 minutes from Bolzano. Craig, Jamaican-born American visiting from Brazil. Well, welcome, and bom dia. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like my flights. I'm glad you're able to join us live. Another week, another desire. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. That's the main thing, Demetrius. That's the main thing. So we've just reached flight level 410 as well. Just about. We'll leave it in the climb detent for now. Get a little bit of speed up. Oh, only in replay. Oh, it was worth doing the replay then, if only for that. Now, because it's such a short flight, and because I'm a little bit nervous about the arrival, I'm going to check the meta, and then I'm going to set up for it now, and hopefully then we'll be able to get some VNAV guidance. Probably all the way down to final, to be honest. Variable at 7 knots. Now, my understanding is that runway 3 is the preferred runway. Ryan! A very, very warm welcome to Club Filbert. Thank you very much for signing up. I really appreciate it. Now, to make sure that your that you can access the Club Filbert channels on my Discord server, you need to make sure that your Discord and YouTube accounts are linked. So to do that, you just go to the Discord settings and then connections, and then click YouTube, and then just sign in with YouTube, and you should appear. You should appear in the Club Filbert channels. Yeah, England is very green. It does have some pretty lovely countryside. You still hit your head on the desk wondering why you trained for IT, got a job in IT and remained in IT for 20 years. Well, it must have its perks, I presume. Did I know you could get the meta from within the aircraft using data link in the... No, I did not. I did not. To be honest, I barely bother with that in the A320 because it's just so much easier to get it in vPilot. But let's have a look. Index, data link. Oh yes, weather and ATIS. There won't be ATIS, but... No, this is news to me. So I guess we just put in LSZS. I'm going to overspeed in a minute, aren't I? Send. Received. And then view, presumably? Yeah, there it is. There it is. Well, thanks for that. It's well worth knowing. Ooh, interesting. Different meta source, clearly. Oh, no. No, I'm looking at the remarks. I'm looking at the TAF rather than the meta. I was just going to say it says variable 2 knots, but it actually says variable 7 knots for the meta. Few clouds at 8,500. That's fine, isn't it? Should be a nice approach. Every now and then someone says good job and you feel good for about 10 minutes. Is it too late to become a radio presenter, really? Look at that, clear views all the way across the channel. Let's see what we can see on this side. Should have Dunkirk down here somewhere. Yeah, I believe this is Dunkirk Harbour. Is it? Or is this? I'm going to say that's Dunkirk Harbour. Yeah, I mean, you are a radio presenter, but could you make a living out? I don't know. DA for the visuals is 11,400. Yeah, but I'd have to be very unlucky with few clouds, wouldn't I? We'll see. Some great countryside in France. Yes, I bet. No worries, Jenny. Thank you for being here, and have a good day at work. Hope it goes alright. Certainly hold himself above Vernon K. Yes, and rightly so. I can't remember what you do now, Jenny. Probably gone to get ready for work, so I shall have to wait to find out till next time. Kai, hello! How are you? Just going to watch my speed for a little while, make sure I don't overspeed. looks pretty good. No wing in this view, but I'm still calling it a wing view, because you get nice views of the scenery, and that's what people want from wing views, right? Retail and delivery driver. I didn't know that. I don't think. I knew you did retail. I didn't know you did delivery driving. Flying in your 767 OPKC to Berlin. Nice. Where's OPKC? Rings a bell. I'll Google it. Jinnah. Nice. Pakistan's busiest international and domestic airport. In Karachi. Bye, Jenny. Good morning, John in Illinois. Welcome to you. One person from Illinois leaves, another one joins. It's all about the natural order of things. You can imagine you're rich in this view, yeah. Yeah, I don't personally do any sim racing. Should we have some tunes? I think it's a smooth jazz afternoon. Right, I'm going to nip to the toilet. I'll be back in a mo. And I'm back. Is MSFS worth it? Yes. Yes, it is. It's just fantastic. As Willie says, best sim I've ever owned too. Not perfect, frustrating at times in terms of the aircraft, but you're flying in the... This is as close as you can get to flying a real plane in the real world. It's just incredible. Spielberg, are we there? No, but we're not that far away. I got totally distracted, didn't I? I was getting the meta, and then I was also supposed to be putting in my arrival, which I just didn't do. Right, RNAV 03 it is. Transition Pelad, correct. Do I have to select it? Yes, I do. Execute. Go to the legs page. SOPA and then Pelad, and then we'll get rid of that discontinuity, but I'll have a look at the chart while I do it. Yep, we want to go from Pelad to ZS at 700, that is spot on. Execute. We're going to go to the MFD Advance page down here, and we're going to switch to our plan mode and just step through to make sure it all looks as we expect it to look. It goes back to the beginning when you do that, but don't panic, it hasn't lost your flight plan. It's not the A32NX. Let's just zoom in a little. Yeah, that looks absolutely fine. When you hear this music, you imagine us in a hotel lounge after the flight sim. Expo sipping martinis. Yeah, that sounds good. Sounds good. I tell you what, if we do that, I'll bring this on my phone and ask them to plug it in. Rajesh, hello. It is beautiful. I know. It is absolutely stunning, this sim. Yeah, the traffic display is awesome as well. I'm glad they managed to get that working. Ah, John, I would get yourself a cheap side stick. If you're getting a whole new computer and you want to fly on it, at least get yourself a stick. Do, Willie, do. It's in Switzerland, VXXSP. Right, what was I doing? You're all distracting me. I'm trying to be a good pilot here. Oh, that's right, I was going to have a look at our altitudes and check them against the chart as well. So at Pelad we want to be at 16,000 feet, so I'm going to put that in. And then I'll check the rest. ZS 700 we want to be at 13,000. Above, that's correct. ZS 702, blah blah blah. ZS 705, 6,600. That doesn't appear on the chart. The runway is at 5602, the threshold, I believe. Just double check that. Yeah, 5602. So we'll change that. I don't know why it thinks it's at 5644. Probably doesn't terribly matter. Or is that our go around altitude? I don't know. No, I can't see any reason for that 5644 to be there. So we are going to change it to 5602. And speeds in this aircraft don't do anything, obviously, because you are controlling the throttles yourself. There's no auto throttle, but I'll put them in anyway as a reminder. So at Pelad, we want to be at 240 or below. And at ZS 701 we want to be at 160 or below. And that's it for speed constraints. I suspect we could really do with being even slower than 160 at ZS 701. But maybe not, maybe not. That still gives us 15 miles till touchdown. So yeah, we'll aim for 160 and then slow it down a little bit more as we pass it. If that sounds alright to everyone? Okay, if we go to the MFD data menu. I said if we go to the MFD, it won't let me do it. Okay, we'll go to the display menu, I think that's what I meant. We've got our VNav window up here, and that's showing us that we've got 32 minutes and 236 nautical miles till the top of descent. 42 minutes until we reach Pelad. So that's nice, good to know. Okay, that's enough looking at screens. Let's have a look outside again while I catch up with the chat. There are some race circuit sceneries, I think, Craig. I'm pretty sure there are. I mean, obviously you have the whole world, so you should have something on the ground. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen like add-on landmarks. It's a sign of the times, Willie. Dirty and blitzed. I don't think it will be XXSP. I'm not promising a super smooth landing without any hitches, but I'm fairly confident that I can avoid flying it into a mountain. Fairly confident. Yes, indeed. Yeah, working title. Try searching flightsim.to. I bet it'll come up with something. Joao, I think I missed your sub while I was nipping to the toilet. Thank you very much. Welcome to the channel. I think there is a date for the Nordic World Update, but I can't think off the top of my head when it is, but I'm pretty sure I've read one somewhere. Coffee, please. Jamie, thank you for the sub. Orbex have released their own Samedan, Samedan rather. I haven't looked at it because the Freeware one is so good. I haven't felt a need really. Ah, Austin, that's lowered the tone. Here's Willie talking about sipping cocktails in a posh hotel bar. And you're talking Cafe Nero. This is executive jet music. Yes, indeed, yeah, 4.5 degrees. But, you know, we've done City. If City's alright, then we'll be fine with this. 2 belugas airborne. Oh, really? I enjoy your real-world aviation updates. We've got REM Centre online now. We will be cutting the corner of there, I suppose. I don't know if they'll want to hear from us or not. Probably wait for a contact me rather than barging in because, yeah, it's barely worth it. Oh, did you, Ryan? Yeah. I cycled down there the other day, actually. I was cycling into London because I just fancied stretching my legs and seeing a bit of the world. And I decided to cycle along the Thames to London City to have a look at it. And it was, yeah, I saw one plane taking off. It was quite exciting because it had been a long while since I'd seen a real plane taking off. Is there? So I was sort of outside on the opposite side of that sort of harbour thing, right opposite the runway. I had a pretty good view from there. There's sort of a boardwalk thing where the rowers are. It's an old dock, isn't it? I can't remember what you call it. But, yeah. Royal Victoria Dock, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one. Let's go back to present position. We should really be in this view. Philip, hello. Been watching on and off. Kids wouldn't go to sleep. Good, good. I'm glad they've dozed off, and nice to have you here. Don't forget to sync your heading, folks. Don't be like me. Who's on the phone? I'll call him back. Gotta go, meetings call. Bad luck, Scott. Hope they go alright. Thank you. Yeah, I'll see you soon. So we're overhead Luxembourg now. Happy memories of my 2 Cargo Lux 747 flights in B3D. I should get back in the 747 at some point soon. I'm just looking for the airport, but I have no idea where it is. Oh, it's quite a long way southwest. Southwest. Yeah. That's good clickbait, that is, Turbo. I might go for it. The answer, of course, will be nothing, but they won't know that until they've watched the whole thing. You briefly heard me mention model matching. Have I seen your program on flightsim.to? No, I haven't, Philip. Oh, actually, I think I have. Is that the one that that basically matches the models or the liveries you've got installed in MSFS? There's Luxembourg Airport. Yeah, it looks really good. It looks really good. And I probably ought to give it a go alongside my IVAL model matching at some point. Oh, blimey, we've got a little bit of an air prox situation here. Oh, that'll be that K-me, won't it? Got to contact me from REM Centre 128.3.
Speed 5 Kilo Alpha, House Control, bonsoir. Your head complex westbound traffic, turn right immediately, fly level to correction, heading 1, correction, heading 200.
REM Control, bonjour, Citation Golf Foxtrot Lima Bravo Tango at flight level 410. We are inbound Sutal.
Golf Foxtrot Bravo Tango, House Control, bonsoir, Squawk 5774.
Squawk 5774, Golf Bravo Tango.
Trafic à 071, vous quittez les zones de contrôle hélicoptère 122 10, bonne soirée. À la prochaine. Speedbird 5 Kilo Alpha, Squawk 5773. Golf Bravo Tango identified, flying Mach .78.
We are unfortunately unable, Mach .78, we are unable to go faster than Mach .76, Golf Foxtrot Lima Bravo Tango.
Roger that.
Speedbird 177 Tango, question 7.
Speedbird 717 Tango, you're about to leave my airspace, number 80, see Unicom 122 left, bye bye.
Unicom 128, Speedbird 122 Tango, good day.
REM Centre, Citation Golf Charlie Hotel Juliet Foxtrot, we're joining you at flight level 410, inbound Sutal. Golf Juliet Foxtrot, House Control, bonsoir. Could you send me a flight plan, please?
An A38 is over the Atlantic after a long time.
Charlie Hotel Juliet.
Oh, brilliant! That's really good news.
Golf Bravo Tango, direct Begar.
Direct Begar, Golf Bravo Tango.
Speedbird 5 Kilo Alpha, can you to Squawk 5773?
Rams Control, Swiss Air 736, flight level 350.
Oh, it's nice for him to.
36 House Control, bonsoir, Squawk.
This is what Kami does. He flies with me, and then he does stupid things like that, climbing to flight level 410 in an A350, and then slowing down.
Heading 180.
What can you do?
Turning left, heading 180.
This is VATSIM XXXSP. Shall I call you SP?
Golf Bravo Tango, report Mach number.
Currently Mach .759, Golf Bravo Tango.
Roger that, so keep flying Mach .76, Golf Bravo Tango.
Roger, we'll keep our speed up to Mach .76, Golf Foxtrot Lima Bravo Tango.
Golf Juliet Foxtrot, thanks. Squawk 5775.
5775 for Golf
Gosh,
Juliet
that's
Foxtrot.
tricky. That's tricky. To keep it exactly Mach .76. D-Tech Plays, hello, welcome to the stream.
Golf Juliet Foxtrot identified, flying Mach .76, direct Begar.
Mach 76 direct Begar, Golf Juliet Foxtrot.
Speedbird 5 Kilo Alpha, report Mach number.
20 Mach 0.555, clear for takeoff.
Speedbird 5 Kilo Alpha, roger that, fly Mach .76.
Fly Mach 0.76, clear for takeoff.
Gosh, so basically I'm really going to have to keep an eye on my speed, but we'll aim for faster rather than slower if we have a choice.
Route direct Shara.
Yeah, why is everyone at 410?
Direct shower.
Why is everyone going to Samedan?
736, thank you.
I would have taken a descent if he had asked.
Golf Juliet Foxtrot for sequencing, turn right, heading 175.
Ah, he's doing a good job of sorting this mess out, though.
Juliet Foxtrot.
I do it probably 1 in 3 flights, Matthew. I wouldn't worry.
Swiss 736, expect fly level 150 over Bravo Lima Mike, report ready for descent.
Over Bravo Lima Mike, descent level 150, Swiss Air 736.
Swiss 736, negative. Confirm, expect fly level 150 over Bravo Lima Mike and report when ready for descent.
Over Bravo Lima Mike, flight level 150, Swiss Air 736.
Dogleg for spacing, yeah. And we can watch it all on the TCAS, which is super cool. Oh, don't forget to sync your heading. I wonder if we can see anyone actually out here. Should at least be able to see some strobes, you'd have thought, wouldn't you? You were in the stream. Were you? Who were you, John? I thought you were flying some long haul miles from here, weren't you? That's a controversial opinion, Cerebellum. It's a controversial opinion. It's true. It's just good practice. You're at my 5 o'clock. Okay. And you see me, so why can't I see you? I can't now. You see, my speed's dropped now. I get into trouble. I'd love an auto throttle for times like this. The time these GRs are probably had much bigger problems before. It's true. Oh, you were watching. Sorry, I thought you meant that I would have heard you on ATC. Right, I'm just going to go to the toga path just for a minute to get our speed up because I really don't want to upset the controller. So we're looking for about 232 indicated, 231 to be on the safe side. Okay, we'll just stay in the cockpit. Plenty of time for wing views and other things on other flights, or maybe even when we go back to Unicum. That is true, but I think a professional pilot would say that even if you're hand flying, you should be using the bugs to guide you, probably. But yeah, I personally, for simming purposes, I don't beat myself up too much for forgetting to sync the heading. As you've
Bridge
noticed,
control.
it frustrates me that I can't
Morning,
remember to do it there.
551 checking in. 136 for tree 80.
Trimjet 551 has stop the bonsoir. Squawk 5776.
Squawk 5776. Trimjet
This is MSFS,
551.
yeah. What are you flying in, John?
Range control, Eagle 5 Kilo Alpha Sandy, just mark 0.87.
Altitude 5 kilo Alpha negative for sequencing, maiden mark decimal 76.
Roger that, perfect.
You prefer MSFS?
Ramp control.
Yeah.
This is S736, ready for descent.
No, you don't need to. Well, there's a little test you have to pass as a pilot. Yeah, but it's just a written test. It's not a flying assessment or anything like that. It's not that
Untitled
hard.
150 and on Bravo Lima Mike. This is S736.
Trimjet 551 identified.
Yeah, exactly. But you're right. It wouldn't take long to sync your heading.
Climb flight level 3
In that eventuality.
Trimjet 551.
Golf Juliet Foxtrot, resume on navigation, direct Vega.
Resuming navigation direct Vega, Golf Juliet Foxtrot, thanks.
So Golf Juliet Foxtrot is Matthew, I believe. I can't remember who the others are. Cheeky bit of overspeed. Never mind. Ah, yeah, and Speedbird 5 Kilo Alpha is Cayman, of
Golf
course.
Juliet Foxtrot, fly mark decimal 75.
Mark 75 for Golf Juliet Foxtrot.
Hello,
Speedbird 5
David.
Kilo Alpha, resume on navigation, direct Vega.
Resume on navigation, direct Vega, clear first half.
Oh, the music's run out. Let's have a bit of retro jazz. My speed. I can't multitask. How long till our top of descent? 8 minutes. So let's set up our perfect approach page. Get the latest meta. Oh, the wind's changed. The wind's changed. 220 at 11 knots. Okay, that's not ideal. But it does very much suggest a runway 21 approach, doesn't it? Which means we want to go to Ronag. Alright, okay, let's sort that out. Bit of overspeed never hurt anybody. Words from my mouth backed up by Matt Nishan.
KM 36 X3 bonsoir. I'm not covering Paris, so you can go on Unicom.
Right, so
enjoy your departure, goodbye.
Departure and arrival. Approaches. RNAV 21. Perfect music, thank you. Runway RNAV 21. Execute. Right, so what I'm going to do is just check the waypoints again. No, it hasn't put it in, has it? Oh no. Oh, it won't let me change. Oh, this is a nightmare. This is a nightmare scenario. It was all going so beautifully. I wish it sometimes was a boring flight though, Ryan. Okay, alright, what can we do about this? What can we do? Other than try the same thing again, I don't know. I don't know. Let's go back to departure arrival index. LSZS arrival. Says RNAV 21. What if we just put in runway 21 and execute that and then change it to RNAV 21? Okay, no, doesn't like that. What if we try and put in after Pelad Ronag? Then will it let me do it? Could just be that it doesn't like the fact that it doesn't have the initial waypoint in there. Departure arrival. RNAV 21. Please do something. No. Okay, well it's looking like a visual approach then, isn't it? Fun. It's true though, Demetrius, it's true. What's happening? Well, I don't know what's happening. I'm trying to change the runway, but it won't let me program in the RNAV approach for some reason. It says it's there, but it's not there.
Course Bravo Tango, your 11 mile station over ATC, Unicom 122.8, enjoy your arrival, goodbye.
Unicom 122.8 for Golf Bravo Tango, thank you very much for the spacing help. See you later.
Golf Juliet Foxtrot, your 11 mile station, there is no for ATC, Unicom 122.8, enjoy your arrival, goodbye. 122.8, thanks for your service.
Could enter the final approach fix, go with your gut, fly with feeling. None of this modern contrivance. I can. It's a fairly straightforward visual. We'll try putting in the waypoints manually. We'll try it. I don't know if it will recognise them. Hang on, let's just try once more with feeling. Departure arrival index, arrival. Change that to RNAV 21. It says working, but it's not really working, is it? But we'll give it a chance in case it is. Only a guess here. What if you execute after unselecting it? Yeah, I'll try that. But I'd have to choose another approach, I think. I don't think I can clear it. Can I? Maybe I can. Maybe I can. Yeah, right, so that's cleared. Now we'll true to RNAV21. Working, but it's not. RNAV21, right, we'll execute that, that's fine. Then if we go to the flight plan, so you're right, after RONAG, ZS710. But does it know about waypoints like ZS710? That's what I'm unsure about. Yes, it does. Okay. And then I guess we may as well... Oh no, ZS712 is a... Yeah, we'll put in ZS712 as well. Okay, execute. Legs page. Uh, 13,000. And ZS712 we don't need an altitude for because we've got the runway altitude. Sort of, we haven't. 5573. Okay, we'll turn on VNAV. We'll dial in a lower altitude. And we want to be no lower than 16,000, so we'll put that in for now. Good, it's all going to be fine. Just in a nick of time to meet the top of descent. Just. Welcome back, Austin. You want? Oh, you want to go make a waffle? Nice. Nice. I'm quite envious. Hello, Sis Wendy. So yes, so our minimums are, which we haven't... sorry. Sorry, everyone. Tiniest bit of overspeed. Right, anyway, so that's that done. We'll go into the performance approach page again. I'll get the latest. Probably the wind's changed again now, has it? No. 220 at 10, 11. Air temperature of 16. Pretty good for the Alps, eh? QNH 1018. 1018. We're probably going to have to do a turn in the hold because of the angle we're reaching it at. I think that's us done. Next page. Send our VREF and V-approach. We are below our max landing weight. Good. Good. Do you want to see some Alps? I know what you mean, Spillback. Hello, Spirit 001. Welcome to the stream. Oh, a bit of cloud there, showing in the live weather. Right, what else? Minimums. So, refs menu, I think, if I remember rightly. Yeah. What did we say our barrow minimum was going to be? We can do a 4.3% climb gradient, so we'll use 8680. Yeah, 8680. Oh, thank you, Silver. Hello, Kaz. It is beautiful, isn't it? Yes. Supposed to be few cloud at 8,500. But I tell you what, if the live weather isn't working or isn't showing me what I'm expecting to see, then I will just be switching to Unreal Weather, which hopefully should. Should do a flight tour from Luca. I should. Do you know St. Bartholomew we went to on the last Club Filbert Silver Stream, actually? We did a little bit of Caribbean island hopping, which was nice. Okay, let's have a look at our checklist, see what I haven't done on the descent. Pressurization, don't need it. Ice protection systems. Shall we put a bit of anti-ice on? SAT of -47. I think I will, to be on the safe side, because this is Microsoft Flight Simulator. Your damper, no, that's the wrong checklist. Altimeters we won't set yet, we'll set them passing 17,000, I think. Okay, approach checklist I'll have a quick glance through. Yeah. We're alright. We're going to be alright. I think icing was fixed in this patch, yes, but we are still going through visible moisture at an SAT of -4. Well, it's going to be coming up, isn't it? So I think it's probably a good idea to have it on. Like, probably would be in the real world anyway. I can't remember the figures off the top of my head, but I think we need it. No, I didn't turn... Did I turn off the icing effects? I can't remember. I think I did, but I still experienced them in spite of that. Any go-arounds? Well, I hope not. But if we have to go around, we have to go around. We'll just go back straight ahead to ZS702, T14 to ZS702, right to ZS713, and then right to Pelad. In fact, I think we could probably skip Pelad and go straight to Ronag. Should we do that? There's no ATC online, there's no one to tell us not to. Let's do it. Direct, Ronag. Execute. And that has lost our VNAV path, so let's just slow our rate of descent a little. And yeah, 16,000. We want to be at 14,000 by Ronag, but because we're not following a properly defined arrival, we'll keep high. And let's have a look at the minimum holding models actually. There's no mountains over 11,000 where we're going, I don't think. Sod it, let's risk it. Let's go all the way down to 14,000. Did I put that in? No, I didn't. So I think if we keep this descent rate for now, then hopefully when we reach our top of descent it should pick it up. Not entirely sure, but we'll see. Oh, at St. Bart, sorry, no, there were no go-arounds. No go-arounds. Can you? I didn't know that, Caffel, thanks. You skip Pelad as well. Okay, cool. So you're going straight to Ronag, Matthew, are you? Hello, Conco. Welcome to the stream. I think it's probably time to turn the music off so we can concentrate. Probably keep my speed up a little more than I am doing. So we want to be 210 knots at Ronag. I'm not going to lie, I'm slightly concerned by some of these mountains. I'm going to recheck my minimum safe altitude. Looks like 15,700 in our current sector. So maybe I shouldn't be descending to 14,000 yet. No, I don't think I should. MFD terrain isn't on. No, it's not. Let's turn it on. Yeah, it is. It is intense. Watch out for those katabatic winds. I've never heard of katabatic winds, Matt. Tell me more. Oh, you must fly to Innsbruck one day, yeah. So on I'll show you. On the charts, whether you're using Navigraph or others, if you go to the high en route charts and you zoom in a little bit, but not too much. That's too much. Then you see these figures. These are thousands of feet. So 15,700 is as low as we want to go for this sort of area. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a hold, and I'm going to descend in the hold. I think at Ronag to 14,000 feet to be on the safe side. It'll also get us pointing the right way, which will be nice without having to fiddle around ourselves. I can't remember how you do it though. I've flown holds in this before and it's been absolutely fine. Do you do it from the flight plan page? No, surely not. Is this just a case of me not seeing a hold button somewhere? Index and then hold, thank you. So hold Ronag. And we want an inbound course of 146 with left turns. Invalid entry. 146/R. There we are. 1 minute legs is fine. Execute. Yeah, minimum sector. I think minimum sector altitude was what he's asking, but either way, you've got two answers there. And I'm going to slow us right down now. We shouldn't be more than 210 knots upon reaching. And now we are basically
Altitude.
over the waypoint. I'm slightly concerned about these mountains. Yeah, when we get there, when we get to Ronag, that hold is not drawn as I expected it to at all. No, we want left turns. 146/L. That's more like it. Okay. So upon reaching Ronag, then we're going to descend to 14,000 feet. We can actually set our local pressure now because the transition level was high. 16,000 I think we said. Spacing is kind of tight, yeah. Spacing is kind of tight. Okay, let's start down to 14,000 now. Do that in VS. How do you deploy the parachute? I don't know, but I'd quite like to know round about now, Willie. Samedan traffic, Citation Golf Foxtrot Lima Bravo Tango, entering holding, overhead Ronag, descending through 15,000 feet for 14,000 feet. We'll be making one turn in the hold, then continuing for a final for runway 21 RNP approach. Yeah, I'm in a t-shirt and shorts as well. I don't have aircon. It's, yeah, it's pretty warm. Right, can we now re-engage VNav? Path. Ah, perhaps once it captures the altitude.
Samedan traffic, Golf Charlie Hotel Juliet Foxtrot, passing Ronag, altitude 14,000 feet, local QNH inbound for RMP approach, runway 21, Samedan.
Cool, so he's gone on ahead, which is good. We're going to maintain around about 200 knots for now. Look at that though. It's worth doing a turn in the hold just to admire the Alps. Yeah, I can't see any clouds here either. Okay, let's get our first stage of flaps down. Do you know, I downloaded a 20 meter mesh for the Alps, and it doesn't seem to have quite done the job. Either that or I haven't installed it properly. They're not looking as good as I expected them to. But, as Kai said, they're still looking pretty nice, I think. So if I decrease my altitude now down to the minimums, which are 8680, call it 8700, and then we've got VAlt V showing and path is armed, so that should be alright. What I'm going to do now is exit the hold, and it should take us back to that waypoint and start us down onto our final approach course. That is my hope, but I've never done anything quite like this before, so we shall see. Really, I think that's a safe bet, to be honest with you. Yeah, I've never been skiing. I don't think it's for me. Yes, so I've got the Switzerland one by, is it Troglodyte, something like that? Troglodytis. That's the one that I installed, or that I think I installed. I certainly downloaded it and activated it. But I'll have a look into it at some point. Right, so as you can see, our pink star is coming down, and hopefully when we intercept it, we'll be on our way down to the runway. Everyone just keep calm. Turn on the seatbelt and safety signs. Do the landing briefing.
At this time, please comply with the illuminated seatbelt and no smoking signs. Thank you. May I have your attention, please? We will be landing shortly.
And I think we'll turn the landing lights on now. No reason not to, is there?
Show tables, secure luggage, and loose articles. Return your seat to the upright and outboard position. Extend your headrest and fasten your lap belt and shoulder harness.
Oh, brilliant. Look at that. As we make our turn to final, starting descending just as it should. Yes, do hit the like button. And if ever you've been umming and ahhing about donating, now would be a great time. Streamlabs.com/filbertflies if you want to, no pressure. So yeah, it's taken that turn slightly wide, which is a little worrying given the mountains. But we're all right. We'll be back in the valley before long. MSFS apps. Oh yes, it's also a good time to join Club Filbert. Thank you for whoever posted that. Flight recorder. This is definitely one that's worth recording, I think, isn't it? Okay, we'll get our gear down now. that speed coming back. Still got about 10 miles to run, but I think it pays to be early rather than late on setting up for an approach like this. So slow right down to RV approach. Seems a little high. Pretty sure I set that up earlier and it was lower than that. Well, maybe not. 105 and 112. Yeah, that is right. So flaps are full. Gears down. Fully configured for the approach. I don't think there is really this much snow, to be honest. No. Maybe wing view. Maybe in the replay. Maybe in the replay, Caffel. Oh, go on. Quick one. Seeing as it's you. Where's there a good... That's quite a good wing view. So's that. We'll have more during the replay. See, now my speed's a little slow. I do want to get into the garden as quickly as possible, but I also want to make the most of the Alps. You could, Willie, it's within your power. Samedan traffic, citation Golf Foxtrot Lima Bravo Tango, 10 mile final runway 21.
Altitude.
Oh, let's keep it coming down below minima, because I can't quite make out the runway, but I know it's there. That's it, isn't it? I think that's it. Oh god, I'm having Paro flashbacks now. It's exactly what I was saying there. Only comes into view in the last 3 miles or so. Okay, thanks, Matthew. Was your landing alright? A friend of yours is skiing, really? Nice. Approach always gets the airport, is hidden halfway behind him. Yeah, exactly, like Paro.
Minimums.
Continue. Right, let's do a bit of hand flying now, shall we? Disengage the autopilot, disengage the yaw damper.
Samedan traffic, Golf, Charlie Hotel, Juliet Foxtrot, radio check.
5x5 for Golf Bravo Tango.
Cheers, Golf, Bravo Tango, what's your current distance from the runway? I've cocked up and taken the wrong taxi, I need to cross the runway. That's Golf, Juliet Foxtrot.
We've got just over 5 miles to run, Golf Bravo Tango.
Roger, in that case, Golf, Charlie Hotel, Juliet Foxtrot, crossing the active runway.
Yeah, no, it can't be seen yet. Can't be seen yet. Kai, I don't know if I've ever told you this, but I hate you. Not really, not really. But sometimes you're just too cruel.
Samedan traffic, Golf, Charlie Hotel, Juliet Foxtrot, clear the active. Samedan.
There's the runway, for those of you who were wondering. It's saying we're a little high, so we'll follow the Pappies rather than the RNAV.
Altitude.
And we'll continue visual. This isn't even an ILS, this is an RNP approach, Willie. And it's an RNP approach that I had to program myself for some reason. It's the first time ever that the working title has let me down on that front. And I don't know whether the Pappies are to be trusted or not. I hope so, Austin. I hope so. Just got a little bit on the slow side. Welcome to Samedan. Bit of rudder pedal trouble. I really should be able to use these properly by now. But anyway, pretty smooth, I think. Hello, Matthew. I think this is incorrect. I don't believe there's snow on the ground here. Utter into the mountains. Samedan traffic, citation Golf Foxtrot Lima Bravo Tango, clear of runway. Alright, let's get our stuff sorted out. We'll turn off the pitot static heat, turn off the anti-ice, turn off the landing lights and the strobe lights, turn on the taxi lights, and we'll taxi to parking. Honestly, the work he's done with this... I looked yesterday when I was doing the thumbnail, and it was saying it was showing like this covered in snow, and I looked at a webcam of the airport and it wasn't covered in snow. But he's just done a better job with the snow at this airport in this freeware scenery than I've ever seen in a payware or any other type of scenery. And brake turn into the stand. That wasn't Morris. Should we try and do what Matthew's done and do a tight turn around there? Let's give it a go. Or did he slew? I'm not sure. No, there isn't always snow on the ground here. I don't believe there's snow on the ground here at the moment, to be honest. But anyway. Bit of left throttle, bit of right foot brake, toe brake even. We won't think too long and hard about what was going on with the wing during that turn, eh? Wingspan isn't as big as it feels in this, no. There we are, there we are.
Traffic, Christopher 41, emergency helicopter taking off
Ah, it's Marcus! But I don't see you! Wait, let's get out and have a proper look around for him. Oh, Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, so if Sergio Del Rosso can do snow like this for free, why can't payware developers get it right? That's the question. I don't know where he is. Oh, careful. There's more important things afoot. That's a fair point. Oh, Joel, we're going to have a replay in a minute. We're going to have a replay. So you'll be able to see my landing again. I'm just a bit confused of about where Marcus is. He's not there. He's not there. Maybe he's gone already. Don't know. Feels a bit of a shame that he's come all this way to see us. And we can't see him. Randolph, thank you very much for the £5 donation.
No, my helicopter is not taking off.
Oh. Oh, what's wrong with it? Replay the whole flight for Joel. Joel can do that in his own time, Cattle. Right, I'm going to disconnect and we'll run the replay before I switch everything off. Right, let's just, we don't need to see the whole thing, I don't think, but the final bit.
Minimums.
The final bit from outside, initially. We'll have a wing view in a mo, don't worry. You fell asleep again, Demetrius, at this time. Ooh. Well, that was fun. That was fun, but it was tense. I tell you what I'm disappointed at, that Dingo isn't here to see it. Dingo's been banging on at me about how I do too many ILS approaches and not enough challenging ones. And yeah, he couldn't make it. It's a shame. Yeah, I'll type it in the chat, Flight Sim Pilot. ...110 feet per minute for those of you who are into that sort of thing. Ah, you've been here! Awesome! Oh, I'm pleased. Did you enjoy it, Dingo? Yeah, 110, Matthew. 110. Hello again, Nushin Bao. Welcome back. 34, blimey. It's very low. Really? Which airport's that, Matthew? These approaches are the good stuff. They are. Yeah, I think what happened there is I slightly overflared it. And this is the trouble with having so many consecutive type ratings. And I've never had the nose wheel bounce before. I don't know what's going on there. But anyway, not bad. Not amazing, but not bad. Feeks, we don't have a working 777, unfortunately, in MSFS. Yeah, I think we can class that as butter. In spite of the slightly bouncy nose wheel. Right. Bit of wing view now for Caffel. And everyone else, of course, not just for Catherine. Let's try and make it a good one. That's alright, I think. VOR TACAN 15 at KMTN.
500.
Thank you. I'll have a look. Thanks, Cuff. I'm glad you're here today. You're full of helpful advice, eh? Oh dear. Here's me doing a wing view just for you. Getting abuse. Oh wow, that does look fun. No straight segment at all, you're absolutely right. Yeah, I've just been looking at the chart. There we are, there we are. Tell you what, let's do one more from the end of the runway and then we'll call it a day. Ian, welcome back, welcome back. Hang on. It was good. It was. You are always there for me. It's true. Yeah, it was good, Ian. It went well. It went well. We're just having one final look at the landing. That sound is. It's like a weird scraping / sweeping sound or something like that. See my reaction to what, Demetrius? Jamie didn't fly in the end, no, Ian.
500.
He watched, I think, or he watched some of it at least. The next stream, I'm not sure, Joel, to be honest. I don't have one planned. I might do one at the weekend, but I'm going to see how I go, basically, and see what the weather's like, because I've spent a lot of time flying lately, and I feel it might be nice to go out and see people. It could be waves, yeah, but, you know, we're in the middle of the Alps. There should be no waves. Yeah, not my finest CJ4 landing ever, but not my worst either. We didn't bounce, Demetrius. It's just the nose wheel. The nose wheel went down and then came up again, and I'm not entirely sure why. And I still can't use my rudder pedals properly. Other than that, it was pretty good. Hush now, Cerebellum. Yeah, it comes with instructions, Flight Sim Pilot. It's just a streaming overlay though, you know that, right? I can't see it in the sim. Right, I'm done with you lot. I am done with you lot. Honestly, Dingo, I expected better from you. Should have been gripping it tighter, honestly. Flying through the Alps, man. Thanks, thank you, Austin. There we are. That's more the kind of reaction I like. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you soon, I hope. And yeah, so as you'll see, I didn't immediately retract flaps and spoilers. Good to let them air out sometimes on a day like this, I feel. This is true, Ian. Although you'll be pleased to hear Matthew didn't and had to cross back again, so it's not just you. Well, I'm not cleaning it up, Melon Lord. What a beautiful airport though, eh? And this is where we see if my wing went through the building or not. No, it didn't. Loads of room. Loads of room. I don't know. Jamie was doing his own flight in a dash. He was here earlier, but I think he dropped off the stream. Is it cold? Is it that cold in South Africa? Wow. You are. Careful, sensible. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Matthew. Oh dear. Right. Well, I think I'm going to call it a day there and go and enjoy the sun. But thank you all very much for watching. Do check out my Discord server where I'll be announcing the next stream once I've decided upon it. As I say, it's likely to be over the weekend, but I'm not 100% sure at the moment. You think the noise is the the Katabatic wind, yes! That will be it, that'll be it. Must be a glitch. But I did retract them when you told me to, including the spoilers. Yeah, this is definitely a replay glitch, Caffel, definitely a replay glitch. Anyway, as I was saying, I'll probably see you over the weekend. Keep an eye on Discord and my YouTube channel. I don't know when the next stream is going to be at the moment. Thank you all for watching. A particular thank you to all those of you who donated and joined Club Filbert. Randolph, and who donated £5, very kind of you. And who was it who joined Club Filbert? It was Ryan, wasn't it? Yes, thank you very much in particular, you two. I'll see you all soon. Enjoy the rest of your days. Bye-bye.